Morning, Jason Sender, daytradeideas.com. I'm going to try and make sense of some of these markets at the moment. They're not easy to read. There's lots of mixed signals across different time frames, which doesn't really help. But this is the Euro daily chart. You can see we've got a trend line here going back to July of 2013. So roughly a 6-month trend line. I think I'm going to stick with this as the dominant factor. We did pick a low last week at 135.55.45. That did work, this trend line, this 100-day moving average, and we did shoot higher as expected. We've been struggling lately around, we had our selling opportunity at the 136 sort of 80-85 area, and that has certainly held things, but we haven't really sold off. And stochastics wise, we look positive. We've bounced off 100-day moving average and the 6-month trend line, so I'm going to stay with a positive view on this. If we look short term, we did get oversold. We had this as a selling opportunity at the 136.80-85 area, as I say. That did work. We did sell off yesterday back down to 136.34, just above the 136.30 support level I had, which was just a fib area here. Anyway, we've bounced off there. So we're really going to have to get through 136.80-85 area. If we do, we can start pushing higher again, and we'll be looking at 137.20, possibly 137.50-55. Now you can see I've got a shorter term trend line here. Try and scrunch it up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me see, this goes back to November, so shorter term trend line here, and we've got some Fibonacci action going on, so I don't see us getting through 137.50-60 area today. If we make it that high, I think it would be a good selling opportunity, and I've put that in the notes today. You can see how buying a break above that 137.90 area does give us quite a clear run up to 137.20 at least, and possibly as far as 137.50. So if you like buying a breakout, that would be the trade to do for the euro today. Again, good support down at the 136.35.30 area, 136.30.35. That little band there, but if we start to break lower, then we could be targeting the 135.90 area. Anyway, we'll worry about that nearer the time if it happens. Cable, pound versus the dollar is even trickier to read. We've got this weekly chart here, and you can see that this trend line, which is a couple of years old, has really worked well. I've been banging on about this one for weeks, and you can see 4 weeks it's just held this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks this trend line's held us back. We've not managed to close above it once in the last 2 months, and again this week it's held. And I really do think sooner or later that this market is going to turn lower, but you just can't time it on the weekly chart. So while we wait for this break lower, you've got to look at the daily chart and see that we have got this pretty good long-term trend line. It goes all the way back to July again, just like that euro. So as long as we hold this trend line, you can be positive. It is worth trying longs, I think, around the 163.80-70 area. If we break yesterday's low of 163.47, then we're going to have to turn negative. It means the trend line's been broken, and I would be quite bearish, and I'll show you why in a minute. But if we can hold this 163 sort of 70-80 area, then yeah, we can push on today, and we can see some gains and trying to raise some of yesterday's losses. That's the weekly chart. If I show you the 4-hour chart, now I think this is a head and shoulders top forming. You see this left shoulder here. You've got the head in the middle, and I think we're forming a right shoulder. So the worry is a break lower today, not only of that upper trend line, the 6-month trend line. A break lower doesn't just break that, but it also confirms this head and shoulders pattern. So this is seriously negative, and this is why I'm concerned about cable. So we've got to be ready to go with a break below yesterday's low of 163.45, and we could see this plunge quite sharply then. So this is my concern about cable. I do think therefore any rally is a selling opportunity today, and I've put some levels in this morning's sheet. I don't think we'll get anywhere near 165.00 again, but if we do, that would certainly be a good selling opportunity today. So just watch this head and shoulders pattern. We'll keep an eye on it during the day, and we really need to be ready to sell a breakout to the downside. We would easily target 161.40. I think I've even got 161. Let me see. I think I've even got 161.18 as a level. 161.80 I should say. Yeah, I have. 161.80 would be a target for that breakout. Okay, we'll keep an eye on those two during the session today. Thanks.